All right. Now it should be on the right channel. Okay, we're live on the correct channel now.
Nice.
But yeah, no, so the run will be from Grand Canyon or Flagstaff to Grand Canyon, like a straight shot. So it should be pretty interesting. The only problem is I have to train for altitude because it's going to be it's not like super high altitude, but the race is like
Or is
over
it like
it's like
Grand
7,000.
Canyon, the rim, like you're probably gonna end up on the south rim. That's probably like 3,000 feet or something, right?
Well, it's most of the race is 7,000 feet. I think it goes up to 9,000, and then it ends at 6,000. So
It's more than a mile.
what's that?
More than
Yeah,
a
but
mile.
it's like I think it's around like 3,000 feet. Oh no, 6,000 feet of elevation gain, total gain, like because you're going to go up and down but it's over 100 miles, so it's not as bad as you would think,
Yeah. No thanks. Thanks for trying to convince me.
And that promotion on Simple Programmer is going pretty damn good. That's like
Yeah.
the best we've seen. It's crazy.
Yeah. It is. It's crazy. It is the best we've seen in a long, long time. And it might be better than the first promotion we ever did, which was the best we ever did.
Yeah, which
We'll see.
was also productivity, right?
Was also productivity.
Yeah. Yeah, productivity is a good theme. So
Yeah, works consistently. Yeah, so I'm looking at the data right now. What are we, like $7,300 already?
I think
And
so,
we're
yeah.
just at 48 hours. So
And that's let's see, 5
I
emails
think,
in, right?
yeah. But the expectation is the next 5 will generate much more than the first 5.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So
Hopefully.
hopefully, probably, like, definitely from what we can see right now, it should be 15K, 15 to 20, depending
Yeah.
on how it goes. So that's good. It's amazing to be able to get back to the old days of those promotions.
Yeah, I think a
And
lot of it, I mean, the offer for sure, right? The topic, but your the writing on your emails is also a big factor because you've written some pretty detailed, really solid promotional emails, and I think that's paying off big time.
yeah, I just looked at the Google Doc. It's 36 pages of emails right now.
Wow.
So anyone who's reading, like anyone who's clicking is actually reading all the way to the bottom to actually get to those clicks, right?
Yeah.
So the click rate is probably lower compared to usual, but a lot of the sales is already being done in the email itself.
Yeah, exactly.
But it doesn't matter because ultimately what matters is how much money we make per email, not even how much we make per click. And I think this is just doing fine, even if, and per click is also pretty darn good. Like per click is expected to be pretty darn good because we're doing so much sales in the email. So earning per click should be better, but the number of clicks are going to be lower. It's just
Yeah.
because of how much we're making them read to get to the click.
Yeah. Yeah, click rate's pretty low, but it doesn't matter because the sales are high.
Yeah.
How's the upsells going on it?
Upsells are okay. So let's take a look at the data. I've been hounding the data for the last couple of days just to try to understand what we can do to make it better. I will work on upsells tomorrow to make them even better, but we had 21 customers, 37 orders. So yeah, not 21. Oh, not today. Hang on. 5482. So 54 front end and 82 total. So 54 plus 28.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so almost 50% uptake on the bump or an upsell. Right. So $5,700 from the product, and then $400 from the bump, and $1,000 from the upsell itself, something like that. Yeah, we're at $7,100 right now.
Yeah.
$5,400, $5,600, so $1,400. It's not as good as I would like. Normally, I would like to see that number. Like if we're doing 5,400 in the front end, we should at least be doing, and we're doing 1,400 in the back end. Right now, we're at around 25% of the front end. But ideally, I want to be able to get to 50% of the front end. I think the meditation upsell is not working as well. I tried to make it better. I think I ended up making it worse. I almost made it like a sales page. I made it too long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to a shorter form and try to see if that works. It's interesting, the upsell game. It's not as simple as just putting a sales page there, but it's not as simple as just putting an offer there. So there's the sweet spot where it works and you get it to convert. So yeah, I need to get this upsell to work. I need to get a bunch of upsells to work is what I'm thinking right now. So it's going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah, the problem is when it's a higher price, it's I think then it's harder to sell. Well,
It's the same price as the
upsells.
front end. So 97, 97, 97. So they're all three $97 products. So that way it's not such a leap for someone who's already made the first investment, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Usually they say you should be able to go get 2 to 3x, 2 to 5x the size, the offer price on the upsell. So in this case, we're not getting there yet. But yeah, the sales are like if we do some comparisons, let's look at some of these data points, which are really useful to see. So we are in the first, like I'm looking at the Indian date, and that's going to be separate from the American date on Thrivecart. And 2 days we're at $3 EPC right now, which is way better than what we've been getting over the last few promotions. More like $1.50, right? The E is double, and that is right now. It will only go up as time goes on.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah.
ultimately, some of that is dependent on the pre-selling being done in the emails too, right? So yeah. So the question is,
Yeah, so that's a big part of it. But the other is like once the time pressure changes, that also will ratchet up the EPC.
yeah, exactly.
Once the closure starts, which we are not even close to. So we did 37. So it's a 3,700 in 2 days. But if you look at the mental toughness promotion, we didn't even hit that number all the way until Monday.
Yeah.
So even until Sunday, it was India time, it was 3,100 yours, or 3,700, 7,400. So we're at 7,400 right now in 2 days, and this thing was stuck at 6,000 on Sunday, or 6,500 on Sunday. So we're way ahead of that game right now. Yeah, it should do well. I think 15 to 20K is realistic on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, anything above like 10K is a pretty good success, I would say. So, and we'll be well above that. So,
Yeah, yeah. And I think one of the big things that one of the big learnings from this offer has been that people will pay a lot more for a very specific result compared to when you just give a whole bucket of stuff, right? Because
exactly.
what I'm giving them is a very specific transformation in this case, compared that to my productivity book summaries, which basically have everything in this, but they're all like there's like 15 hours of content in there, and you would have to pick and choose and apply what's working for you, what's not working for you. There's like 300 ideas in there. You can figure out what you want, what you don't want. It's a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you, oh, you take it or like, would you take it? Would you not take it? I don't know. But when you clarify the results to this extent and double your productivity by 5 p.m. tomorrow, it's just so clear that people can self-select and know exactly what they're getting themselves in for. And there's no gray. It's amazing. Like being able to clarify the outcome, people will pay a lot more for it. And they will pay more, like more people will buy it. And they will buy it at a higher price, right? Because
Right.
our conversion rate right now on this offer, like the mental toughness offer was running around 2% in the early days, in the first 3-4 days, but this offer is converting at 5% right now.
Yeah.
4%, 5%, yeah. So it's pretty amazing what a precise result can do for your marketing.
Yeah. Yep. Specific result is the key.
And you can never be specific enough. That's the interesting part. I could have said double your productivity, and I bet my ass that would sell half as good as double your productivity by 5 p.m. tomorrow.
Right. Yeah.
Right? There's something very fascinating. I mean, I was selling, like literally it was, the book summaries used to be sold as 10x productivity or twist, something like that, right? That was the name, umbrella name of that product. But it was still pretty broad
Yeah. Yeah.
compared to an end result that's so obvious, very clear, very obvious, very to the point.
It's crazy too. I'm not saying, we keep on learning this, but you don't see sales dropping off with more emails, right? They just keep on increasing. So
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting how that works. I mean,
We've already beaten yesterday, and we
yeah.
already, like, yesterday we beat day before, today we're beating yesterday, and yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll beat it convincingly, and we'll see how tomorrow unfolds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it has to do with. I mean, it would be interesting if Josh was here for this discussion, because you would argue that a lot of it also has to do with the with intent of the email writer, right? How convinced you are that you're going to convince the other party that they need the solution, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think some of it too is just the branding and exposure. When you're doing 2 emails a day, you're getting people really exposed to the idea, to the thing, and then then by the time the next email comes the next day,
Yeah.
they're ready to buy. So
So in some ways, like it's probably better to do fewer promotions but with a lot of force than to do a lot of promotions with less force.
yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards now, is to try and move back to like 2 promotions a month at the most, and then just hit them
Yeah.
really, really hard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Give them a big push, but then back off again,
yeah.
and
In
then
fact, I should
back off.
I should do the same thing with the Bulldog Mindset membership. Instead of sending the weekly emails, I should get Tim to do pushes once a month.
One thing, like I remember we talked about it. So one thing you can do is do a push right before you're going to do a live.
You mean?
when you go live in the membership area.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yep.
And you
Yeah.
decide the theme. This is the theme. This is what we're going to be talking about, and then you just write emails around that theme, and you push it really hard. The other thing I learned, like in around Black Friday when I ran this promotion, what I did was I was promoting all three of our like high performance courses: Never Procrastinate Again, Double Your Productivity, and Meditation. And I probably sent 10 to 12 emails during that time frame
Right.
to sell each of them. And I was like, one day I was selling this, the next day I was selling that, then the next day I was selling this, and it was back and forth. Or in some emails, I was selling all three of them. And that promotion didn't even do as well as when I did a promotion again, just with 6 emails, but targeted for one topic, for
Yeah.
double your target, just all the way on that topic. It did way better, right? So sometimes if you're like, especially with your stuff, like with membership, if you just stick to that one topic and you just bury them on that topic, well, this is what I'll be talking about tomorrow, or this is what I'll be talking about on Wednesday, or whatever it is. And if let's say if you do your lives on Fridays, you can basically start sending emails on Monday saying, hey, I'm going live on Friday, we're going to be talking about this. It's your opportunity to ask questions, and then you can tell stories about that topic. You know, keep going in detail and more detail, more and more stories. And 4 days you just keep them sending those emails for all the way leading up. So it's like a mini launch every time.
Yeah.
And you get them to.
Yep. That's the key, is to make it an event, essentially. The I had a real good idea for doing promotion for Bulldog as well. Check this out. So when I do Bluehost, right, referrals, I get about $115 per referral, right? So I had there's two things I could do with that. So one of them is that I can do a promotion to the Bulldog Mindset list, and I can say, hey, if you sign up for Bluehost, I'm going to give you a free month of Bulldog Mindset membership. You can get in for free. And the Bluehost sign up is only like $2 or $3 a month, right? So sign up at a discount, and make it a time offer, right? And so immediately on the people that sign up there, I'm immediately getting, $115 LTV automatically from them. Plus they're potentially signing up and staying on membership, right? So it's a good promotion to get people to get into the membership. But I can also do the promotion to people who are already in the membership, right? And I can say, if you sign up for Bluehost, you're going to get your like as soon as people sign up, right? Also, like within the first week, then I can do a promotion and say, if you sign up for Bluehost, I'll refund your membership for the first month, right? What you've already paid, you'll get a refund. And so then that will encourage people that are
How do you
already.
verify? You have to send you that sales link.
Yeah, they'll have to send me like a proof of it, but that's not that hard. So
what would be good is if you can get them to sign up on a recurring software.
Well, Bluehost, Bluehost is recurring, but they pay you up front.
Yeah, well, with ConvertKit, I referred Satya to ConvertKit.
Yeah.
And Satya has made me a millionaire just because of his list size.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that stuff just keeps paying, right? Email marketing is one of those things that is just one of the best things to promote. Of all the softwares, if I could promote any software, I would promote email marketing software.
Yeah.
Or like some like course creation software like Teachable or Kajabi or whatever you're using, or ClickFunnels, because those are things that people just stick to for very long times.
The people that do stick, right? The ones that actually build something.
So once you get, so what is that software that you can get people to use and then they will continue to use for a very long time? Email marketing is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
So if you do a mini class on email marketing in your membership area, well, that's a simple strategy to get people to buy the email marketing software you're using.
Yeah, the problem is that so many people are not even at the point of being ready to do email marketing yet because they haven't actually built anything. So they need a website. So that's really the
Well, as
key.
soon as
Like
you have a
that's
website, you need an opt-in and an email marketing software.
yeah. If people get to that stage, you got to remember the number of people that get to that stage. Like if you're self-selecting against people who are business owners already or starting a business, then it's a high
Sure.
degree. But when you're talking about the average
Sure.
Joe who enters the membership, typically, maybe if even 25% of them actually put up a website, that would be a large number. So, and then of those people that actually follow through, that's going to be a smaller number. So
Sure.
that's why I think the Bluehost makes the most sense. It's just to get the initial
it
step
is.
one, increase the LTV for customers. So
Yeah, it's definitely good. How did it go with DAPU?
I don't know. I don't have the data yet because they're still coming through his funnel. But let me see what he had sent me before. It was, let me see. Maybe he did send me. Okay. When he sent the data earlier, it was like he had how many people did he say went in the funnel? 380 opt-ins to his funnel from there. So we'll have to see what the actual sales number. I should ask him what it is. Yeah, I'll have to ask him and see what. But yeah, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be doing that well. Just based on the initial.
So if we're gonna do 15K on this promotion, is this gonna be one of your top promotions this year? Or if we do 20K?
Yeah, for sure. I think that will be the top promotion by a large degree.
What has been the top one? Was it mental toughness or
no, my own sale was the top one, the $99 flash sale in April.
How much did you do on that one?
I did 7,600. I guess it's technically it's less gross sales then, right? But the Kazi profitable programmer December January did 8,041. Oh, but I guess it was 16,000 total, right? Because that's how much
gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it did well back in the day.
Yeah.
Did you do 2 promotions or was it just 1?
For what, Kazi stuff?
Yeah,
we
December,
did.
January.
We did a JavaScript one in February that did like 10, 11,000. So
gross.
Yep. I got to see what the total for Bulldog Mindset membership too. That one, it takes time to see what that.
You're gonna have to assume a certain LTV to do that calculation because it's hard to say right away.
So far, it's like $2,500 collected from the offer. So when it rebuilds again, then it'll obviously bump up.
Yeah. Well, the easier way to think of it is just look at your LTV and multiply the number of people you've signed up.
Yeah, assuming that they'll hold about the same
Well,
LTV, right?
yeah,
I mean,
there's no other metric
sources,
to go by,
yeah,
right?
yeah, sources matter, but yeah,
You're right. But if this is the closest metric we have, what would it be?
yeah, it should be pretty good.
How many members have you given to Bulldog?
Um, let's see. It looks like 57, 70.
Yeah, that has the potential to be the best
Yeah,
at
because that would be,
$300 a pop.
yeah, yeah,
It only makes sense. Like, um, you're transferring trust over to yourself. It's like
yeah,
it's
exactly.
about as good as you can do
Yeah,
in overall trust building exercise. I've become a lot more um, like I've been uh, with email marketing. I've been like thinking a lot through like when I'm writing emails, I'm basically creating spreadsheets these days where I look at the email, like email one, um, what triggers of influence is it firing off of? Like I'll literally create a spreadsheet and tag like the different things in there. Like, am I using a trust element? Am I using, you know, likability element? Am I like, what all is going on in that email? So I'll go
yeah,
through the whole list of all the things. And then I'll also have like the sales page elements. I have those like 20 elements of sales page, like let's say guarantee and FAQs and all that. I'm looking at all of those elements. And as I'm writing those emails, I'm basically like in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, within these 6 emails or 10 emails, I literally have to give everything that's in the sales page. I have to get all the influence triggers fired off as much as I can. It's like writing those emails has become a really complex task, but it's also like I feel like it's becoming more and more rewarding now with getting all of that um, stuff in there and being able to trigger all of those things.
yeah, yeah.
That stuff. Oh, by the way,
Hmm.
we're already beaten last year's revenues.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, we're halfway into the year. It's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Crazy. COVID's going crazy, and yeah,
I
and
wonder if,
you and I we're about to do 100K in business
yeah, that's pretty crazy.
pretty soon.
I'm
So far has been hmm?
I was gonna say I wonder if we should try and do the Bulldog Mindset list might be big enough to try and do the same promotion we're running now to that list. So,
We can do that. Do you feel like some of those people are already on the list, like on double the list, or is it pretty separate that way?
there's definitely some people that are going to be doubled on the list,
Yeah.
um, but we can always like exclude the buyers.
Yeah. How
So
is it like you said it's 10,000 or something?
it's around 10,000 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we should do it. Let me
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
What are we like? What are we? 46, 47. We're at 94K or almost 94K right now in lifetime affiliate deals. Your biggest one is what? Plural sites?
The biggest one I've done ever.
No, biggest total affiliates lifetime.
I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I think it's either
Interview cake.
Pluralsight or Interview Cake. Yeah.
You think they have done 6 figures with you?
Um, I don't think so. Actually, I don't think so. I think maybe yours is the biggest now.
Hmm.
Because I don't
That's
think they've
pretty
done
cool.
6 figures.
Yeah. Or it's almost 94. So we'll definitely cross 100K this time, the next couple of days. That's a milestone. We should do a masterclass on how to do JV partnerships.
Yeah, yeah,
How to do JV, how to, like, from two different angles, right? From your angle and from my angle. It's completely different sides of the equation. Like, for example, today I saw a sale coming from someone called Stacy Cunningham, and I saw the sales come in, and she bought 2 products, Never Procrastinate Again and the meditation course. And but she never, like, she didn't buy the Double Your Productivity, but she still got the discounted price. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, how did she get the discounted price? I looked at the invoice,
uh-huh.
and she used the same coupon as is for this promotion, but for some reason I don't know how the coupon was active for another product as well.
Oh,
So she actually bought the other product using this coupon, which is weird. Like, I don't know what she was thinking, how she put 2 and 2 together, and all of those things, right? So she didn't really like. So it didn't tag you as the affiliate in that, because the cookie wasn't coming from you, because she didn't really click through the link. She didn't use, like, she just copied the. She basically used the coupon code because she had already bought stuff from me in the past. So she's a
oh,
past.
I see. Yeah,
She's bought stuff from us in the past, and then she bought stuff from me in the past. So she's
yeah,
an ongoing, like, customer for us, right? But this time she didn't buy from the link, but she still bought. And then I
right.
looked at all of that, and I was like, okay, well, this is still an attribute to you because your email got that sale. So I went and attributed that to Simple Programmer affiliate, because because like, to me, getting our promotion to do as well as it can is way more important than trying to hustle for 100, 200, $500,000, which is not worth it, right? I'm
Yeah,
always thinking, how can we make sure that we make the most money together? So that's
yeah,
just a little small example of, like, when you're trying to build an affiliate partnership or joint venture partnership, you almost have to take, you have to put on the opposite hat of, you can't think how can I make more money, because as soon as you start thinking how can I make more money and how can I, like, nickel and dime the other guy, you're fucked, because you're just going to lose that person. They're not going to want to do business with you. You almost
right.
have to, like, find a way to make the other person, like make it a win for them, and if you can do that, you will always win.
Right. Yeah, it should be more focused on how can I do this deal again. And then
Yeah,
that's also what matters too on the other side, right? Is it's like the more that we do deals, it's almost like the more successful those deals are. Like a because it's a known quantity. Like the audience already trusts you and your products, and they're already familiarized with it. It's got a branding, so picking a few good affiliate promotions and repeating those seems to be the best way to go rather than just
yeah,
introducing new stuff all the time.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, looking at it from the, there's no good nomenclature here in this space, right? Because
Yeah.
you call me an affiliate, I can call you an affiliate, or we could call joint ventures, but it should be, like, more like one person. So let's call it the product owner versus the marketing arm, right?
Yeah.
The marketer. So if you're the marketer, I'm the product owner. From the marketer's point of view, um, it's important to not spread your marketing efforts over a whole bunch of different products, product
Yeah.
or product companies, because you dilute your um, influence with your audience.
Right.
The more different things or more different businesses you recommend, right?
Yeah.
And similarly from my side, it's much more, much better to work with proven affiliates where we know it will work, rather than go find new affiliates all the time and try to make that work. It's just a waste most of the times. Like, out of 20 affiliates that I deal with, there's going to be one affiliate like what you do that works really well. The remaining 19 are going to be middling at best. So you get like this 80-20 or more like 90-10 or 95-5 effect here in affiliate. You go through a lot of affiliate deals only to find that some of them really work and most of them don't really. The audiences are not aligned, or the product is not aligned, and there's just so much synchronicity that's needed for this game to work properly.
Yeah.
So when you find something that works, don't screw it up. Like, I'm kind of surprised that Kazi, I'm not sure what happened there, but if it was working so well, how could he just drop the ball on not making it work this time around? That's just stupid.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
That's just like not the way you want to deal with affiliate partnerships at all, because it's like we basically, as affiliate partners, we both make money for free in this deal.
Yeah.
Neither of us are spending money to make money right now. So we should not kill the golden goose just to make an extra buck from a deal that is already free.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And the other thing is really to treat them like launches. I think that's where that makes the biggest difference too, is right. And that's one thing I told Tim for the rest of the emails that he's been writing, because I noticed the email promotions he was doing, he was just sending like a few emails mentioning that they, instead of making it like a deadline and like a launch, making it like a launch is really key.
Yeah, the I think we're relearning that concept of 7 exposures.
Yeah.
Right, we're never done learning that concept. We have to keep reminding ourselves again and again that actually it works.
Yeah.
Right, those 6 or 7 emails really get the point. That 6th exposure, that 7th exposure really gets the point across to that message, to that point of view that you're trying to get across. Right, so even if you're doing the Bulldog Mindset membership promotion, it's one thing to talk about dating once, and then money once, and then business once, and then physical fitness once. But as we're talking about, maybe it is way more effective if, like, for 8 emails back to back to back, you're just talking about that business masterclass that's coming up next week or something like that, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And you can do, you can do a live. Now we were talking about that, right? Bringing in some experts.
Yeah.
Do these master classes with. To really figure out. That's a great way to just hope. Maybe you get Kezia Noel to come do a master class with you, and people can come watch live. Can watch that masterclass live, and I think you would get a whole ton of people just for that.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I got someone I had to fire from the mastermind coaching.
Oh no.
Yeah. He didn't show up for the first one, right? And then he had been posting like in Bulldog Mindset membership, like on some of the lessons, just some comments about like all kinds of like stuff about, I'd post a video about investing and then he'd post a bunch of contradictory information and stuff like that, which I kind of just let it slide. I was like, all right, whatever. And then I had then he was on the monthly, $1,000 a month for the membership for the coaching, and he canceled it right after he had signed up, which he already paid $1,000. And so I emailed him and I was like, hey, I just noticed you canceled the monthly membership for the mastermind. Was that intentional? Right. Because I want to see what his plan was with that, since he's basically had committed to like doing he had committed to doing a year and paying the year. So he replies back this like sort of like loopy, like he'd been sending weird emails, but he talking about nomad capitalist and investing offshore and stuff. And then in the email, he's like, yeah, it's such a non-stoic thing to ask me to say, you sound like a woman asking if I canceled the membership on purpose. And he was spouting off all this bullshit. He's like, it seems like a beta thing to say that. And he said, I get to travel wherever I want to, and I don't answer to anyone, and if I feel like joining something, I'll join it. If I don't feel like joining something, I'll stop joining it. And so basically I sent him back a video response, and I was like, yeah, that's all cool and everything, but you know uh I don't think you're the right person for the mastermind group. I was like, I don't know, like, who you think you're talking to, but yeah, you're not going to be part of my mastermind group, talking like that, and I don't think it'll be a very good contribution to it. So I'm refunding you your $1,000, and removing you from all of the anything related to Bulldog Mindset. So I gave him back
Did you
his thousand
respond?
bucks. Yeah, he was like, I don't know. He responded some other, that's exactly the kind of idiotic
Bullshit.
beta shit that I would expect from you. Whatever. I'm not a bulldog anymore. Whatever. So yeah. So
I'm a
he's
chihuahua
done.
now.
Yeah. But I think he thought that because he paid me $1,000 that I was just gonna be his bitch, and you know, I was like, nope. Here's your $1,000 before you even asked for it. So
You gotta keep it clean
yeah.
from all these idiots.
Well, yeah,
There's
because he's
always
gonna,
gonna be,
yeah,
yeah.
and he'll ruin the group like with his stupidness, right? And plus, you
Negativity.
can't you
Yeah.
can't have someone who's directly like opposing you, like challenging your leadership. Like, you have to get rid of those people, right? Those, like, it doesn't matter if they're paying you money, like they're undermining everything you're doing. So
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, you gotta kick them out.
yeah.
It's worth it.
All right. Well, should we
What
do
else
our
is new, man?
gyms are open, lifting weights again.
Going back 24?
I'm at Crunch now because I didn't want to renew the 24, because in order to go into 24 you have to make an appointment.
Wow.
And you get a
Crunch you
1 hour
don't.
appointment. Huh?
You don't need crunch
No, at Crunch
appointment.
you just walk in. So I was looking at that fit place here, but the problem is I can't walk there. I still wouldn't be opposed to getting a membership there in addition and using that. But when are you coming back to the US?
There are no flights right now.
There's flights. Are you serious? There's no flights from India to US?
Not until July 1st.
Really? That's
And
crazy.
even then, we'll see. Like they've been suspended for the last 3 months. Remember, I took the last flight out from US to India.
Yeah, but I
Um,
figured that there were still probably some flights going
they
from
were like
India to
the
US.
repatriation flights going on for a while for
Yeah.
citizens and stuff like that. But right now, yeah, if it's yep, all flights are shut down.
Wow.
It's crazy.
That is crazy. That's insane. Huh.
And US is just going through another crazy uptick in
Yeah.
the COVID situation right now.
Yeah, we might see
So
another closing of everything and locked. I'm assuming that's what we're gonna see. So it
yeah, Texas is already doing that.
yeah.
And Texas is going through their open and close, rather quick open and quick close.
Yeah. Yeah. I went out to a bar with Trevor on like my birthday. Tried to go.
When was your
It's
birthday? I totally forgot. What?
the 21st, last Sunday.
Oh,
So
what's this?
we
Happy
we went out.
birthday.
What's that? Oh,
Happy birthday.
oh, thanks. We went out Saturday night, and because he was back in town. It's like, all right, well, let's go. And I was looking around and I was like, okay, there's a lot of stuff going on in PB. It looks like, everything's open. So we went to like we're like, okay, we'll just go into a bar, grab a drink or something, celebrate birthday. And like we went to a few places, and the first place we went to, it was like there was at the bar there was plastic dividers. Like, and there was people waiting in line to get into the bar. So there's all these people, and it's like we just left. We're like, what? This is stupid as shit. Like, why are people even here at the bar? It's so dumb. Like, why would you even be here? Like, you can't socialize. All you can do is just like literally whoever you come with, you can just have a drink with them. Like, it's completely retarded. But everything was like, so many places were packed. Well, they had limited capacity, so they had lines outside, but it was, yeah, it's crazy. So
Wow, man. We'll
yeah,
see how this goes,
yeah,
because definitely Texas is going through shit, and I think California has at its new uptick right now, right?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
the major uptick in the numbers as we speak. India is going through crazy numbers. We got 450,000 now.
yeah.
America is, they're saying it's 2 million, but it's more like 20 million probably,
It probably, yeah,
because of all the untested people, right? So if at
yeah,
this rate, if this shit keeps going the way it's going, you know, in 6 months we'll just be at herd immunity.
yeah. Pretty
We'll
much.
have
That's
200 million people infected if it's already 20 million. I mean, the more people you're getting infected right now, we're like, it's just going to keep growing even faster and faster until
yeah,
it reaches that herd immunity points.
that's pretty much. I think the herd immunity will be reached a lot faster than what they expect, because like you said, the actual number of people that have been exposed is probably way larger, if not 10 times larger, maybe 20 times or more larger, than
I
the
think
reported cases. So
all these guys understand that, like Fauci and all these guys know that the numbers are much larger than the tested numbers, right?
yeah,
All these CDC
yeah,
guys are pretty well aware of the way these pandemics or these flus work, how many people get tested versus how many are really infected.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
always that variable.
they know. The problem is that it's such a political thing now, because no one wants to be the person that says, oh well, really, there's nothing you can do, like we're just going to go for herd immunity, because then no one wants to be the person that's responsible for saying that, even though they know that that's really the only option that's available. So
Yeah. Well,
you know
if we've lost 150,000 people so far. If this
yeah,
herd immunity thing is going to happen, we're probably going to lose 1 million or more.
probably, yeah. So someone has to like just the last. No one wants to sign off on that, right? Even though that's the inevitable reality, because it's the end of your career politically if you're the one who basically, you know. So
That's amazing. Did you see the stories of some of these countries like Vietnam? And Vietnam basically dodged the bullet all the way,
yeah,
even though it's such a populated country and so dense. Just they did not get any outbreaks. And who knows what the truth of China is? But Taiwan did pretty well, and Japan's still okay. And Italy is now only reporting like 100 new cases a day. So what the fuck? Like, what happened? How come America could never get it under control, and Italy's gotten it all the way down to 100 new cases a day?
it's because it doesn't really exist. It's all a lie. It's a scam. There's no way that Japan data proves that it's not accurate, that there's something crooked going on here, because there's no way that Japan could possibly. I mean, Japan is one of the most population dense countries in the world, and
But
they
no, no,
have
no, no,
had
no.
their subway.
Density is not the only thing. There's a
They
lot
had
of
their
protection. Like the Japanese are like, even 10 years ago when I used to go to Japan,
yeah, I know
you
they
would see
were.
people wearing masks all over the place.
Yeah, but masks
So
aren't effective for
they are.
preventing.
If 90% of people wore masks all the time, this shit would just stop within the next 4 weeks. That's how
Oh,
Because
No,
both sides have to wear masks for it to be effective.
no, 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 no. There's no
Different
proof.
kind.
There's no studies. There's plus the Japanese subway system has been open the whole time. So I mean that's like it doesn't matter at that close proximity. If you, in fact, in Japan they have specific people that are called packers, and they push people into the subway cars. They pack people in. That's how tight it is. So
Right.
Japan is kind of the
Probably not what they're doing right now.
what's that?
Probably not what they're doing right now.
I don't know. I've seen pictures. They're still completely packed. And they never reduce the capacity. So Japan is, I don't know. There's something going on. It's not COVID, but
We'll see
if
how
it
this
even exists
unfolds.
at all, I seriously doubt that it even exists at all at this point.
We shall see.
Yeah. All right, let's do our thoughts for the week.
All right. What's your thoughts?
I don't have a good one. I gotta think of one. I guess I'd say, look for I don't know if I said this last week, but I'm rereading through Perry Marshall's 80/20 sales and marketing, and, look for that 20% that matters the most. So it's just like we were talking about with affiliate deals, right? It's like, you know, the things that are going to be the most effective, and the 20% that gives you the 80% of the results, and really focus on doing more of those things. It's pretty basic, simple, business advice, but it's so often ignored, and it works so well. So
Yeah. And I'm going to kind of piggyback on marketing as well. Like marketing kind of takeaway for me probably in the last few months is like transformation. Selling a transformation is 100 times more powerful than selling stuff.
yeah,
So anytime you can sell a transformation, you can show an end result. You can be very clear. The more clear a transformation you can make, the more clear you can show them the outcome, the better you will sell.
yeah,
No matter like it's just night and day compared to just selling stuff. So
yeah,
sell transformation, don't sell stuff.
yeah.
That's
No,
the
that's
that's the big lesson for me.
all right. Well,
Amen.
see you next week.
See you next week. Bye bye.